What's up, family? Police in Richland, Mississippi shot and killed a woman who was holding another woman hostage at a Walmart store as she pleaded for help and demanded to see a news anchor. That other woman was an employee at Walmart. So what was this all about? Witnesses say that the woman got into an altercation with the employee who worked in customer service, and she pulled out a gun. Police was called, and you know how they do. Come running their little dumb asses up in there. They said over 24 showed up. 24 cops for one person with a gun. What does that tell you, fam? They ain't got nothing else to do. That would have been the perfect time for somebody to go rob the bank. 24 cops. Anyway, fam, they didn't give her much time. They shot her dead. Now, you got to think, fam. The woman actually said, "I don't want to hurt anyone." She had the gun on her side. She had the gun in one hand and on her side, and the woman in the other hand. But that woman wasn't about to shoot that. Come on, fam. And they had all those guns trained on that woman. They could have easily used something more, less lethal. They could have used something less lethal. But you know what I suspect? I suspect that they considered it a free kill. Yeah, that's right. I said it. They considered it a free kill. The woman has been identified as 21-year-old Carlunda McGinnister of West Helena, Arkansas. 21 years old. The woman was clearly having a mental breakdown. And I do believe that if the police wanted to spare her life and save the employee, both things could have happened. But they like that blood, man. They like it. They love shooting U.S. citizens, especially black ones. They come on the force looking for a kill. That's cold-blooded, man. We all know, fam, they would have had more patience had that woman not been black. Now, I know some of y'all sitting up there saying, well, you know, that's what happened, man. You pull a gun in the police. She don't know. She don't understand. She's having a mental breakdown. Do you understand how mental health works? And this could happen to any one of our loved ones. Okay, you got it. You got your head right. You good. You ain't gonna never go up in no store and pull out a gun because you got a problem with customer service and hold somebody hostage. I get it. I don't see myself ever doing that either. Not with the mental capacity that I have today. But who knows what the future holds? We got a mental health crisis in this country. And guess what? A lot of people who are experiencing mental crises are on the police force. They're in law enforcement. They're working in law enforcement. They're working in the judicial system. Hell, they're working in Congress. They're working in the clergy. They're working in education. They are doctors and nurses. They work in all of these institutions that are considered pillars of society. We got a serious mental health crisis in this country, and they think, many people here think that the way to fix it is to just kill people and lock them up. That ain't how it's gonna get done, fam. That stuff don't work. It lets you know, man, none of it has worked. If it did, I would be like, I might be the first one to be like, you know what, man, that's what needs to happen. If we can curb this violence, If we can stop all of this outrage, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. But it ain't working. Come on, fam. What is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That's why I say I have a very low opinion about Americans collectively. Because societies are supposed to go forward, not backwards. And this one is going backwards in every way imaginable, except for perhaps technology. I do believe it's more important to go forward socially. But hey, who am I? That woman should be alive. I've seen them take more precautions. I've seen them exhibit more patience for people who have actually had guns to people's heads, for people who have actually pointed guns at them. So they can preserve life if they want to. In most cases, they can preserve life, but they don't want to. Sometimes, yeah, they say, well, put your hands up. Well, she didn't comply. Well, a lot of times they just say that knowing they finna shoot you anyway. Put your hands up before you can even pow, 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 pow. So let's say she had a little time. Okay, she had a little time. Why not give her a little bit more time? They could have used a less lethal resolve. That woman should be alive. This is why people scream, defund the police. You send people in there that know what they're doing. That's who you give the money to. The people, the experts, the people who specialize in crisis intervention. That way, you don't get the call. The police don't get the call. You don't have 24 police officers plus showing up to a store to accost one individual with a gun, one individual with a handgun. I can see if the person was in the store trying to air it out. They got multiple rifles. They're going around shooting people shooting people. I get it. I'm glad the employee is okay, but I can't help but wonder what she said to that woman to set her off like that. The woman said she needed help and she wanted a news anchor out there. What was that about? Doesn't excuse the behavior, but it does give you some indication on what set her off. Y'all be careful out there, fam. It's the holidays. It's around this time, especially when we're talking about Thanksgiving and Christmas. Mental health is spotlighted because of the stress involved. Be careful. Condolences to the family and all affected by her death. R.I.P. Carlunda McGinnister. No more talk.